Yes, good morning, Honorable. We are here to know your profile and the manifesto. At the same time, your message to the people of Ariga constituency. My name is Onzima Alan. I work with West Nile TV. Today, I'm here at your home to get from you why do you prefer to stand with the ticket of P
UPM, UPM.
UPM,
Mm.
yeah, in these coming elections in the position of member of parliament in Aringa constituency. Your names.
Uh, uh, Thank you very much, Brother Onzima. I want to pay my respect to West Nile TV for its contributions in developing West Nile. My name is Tairi Ashraf. I come from Piajo clan in Aringa tribe. Um, I studied from Yumbe, especially from primary to O level, and later I went to Rua, and some after that I went to Chambogo University uh, for my university education. I'm happy that today you are here to share with me on pertinent issues that concern the politics of Yumbe and particularly Aringa constituency. It is true that I contested in the NRM primaries as a member of parliament in Aringa constituency, and I came second in the elections. I do not want to really say much about the elections under NRM management, but I sincerely want to say that there was a lot of mismanagement of the NRM elections. Uh, what really perturbed me so much was the way they managed the polling day, especially when the declaration forms that are mandatory to be used to collect the results from the polling stations were not available in some polling stations, and to our dismay, these forms were present at the tallying center. So because of all those issues that happened during the NRM primaries, including some of my polling stations where I come from, where the elections did not take place, I have come again to contest in the general elections as a member of parliament in Aringa constituency once again. And now I am contesting under Uganda Patriotic Movement. I am not going to parliament as an independent candidate, but under a party called UPM. We are aware of the history of this country, and especially how President Museveni liberated Uganda. He started serving from many governments, and his contributions were much felt when he took the decision to contest as a president for this country in the year 1980 with Dr. Apollo Milton Obote and many other candidates. He stood under a party which he registered himself called Uganda Patriotic Movement. The elections were not really well managed, something that prompted him to take other actions that has later made Uganda to be what it is now. I want to say that UPM is a party that is legally registered in Uganda, and I'm happy for the authorities and management of Uganda Patriotic Movement for giving me the mandate to use the party to participate in the general elections. But I want to say that me coming under UPM does not mean that I oppose the president and I oppose NRM. I am happy that it is our party, Uganda Patriotic Movement, that has fathered, that has given birth to NRM. So NRM is our party. We shall continue to support the president and support the government interventions. I am ready to contribute my ideas in developing the nation. So really, that is who I am. But now, why have I developed the interest to contest as a member of parliament? Ladies and gentlemen, As Aringa people and as Yumbe district, we have really pertinent issues that concern our district, that concern our people, that need to be presented to government, and government needs to take action. One important issue I want to point out here is the issue of compensation of the war victims of West Nile, of Yumbe district, and my people of Aringa constituency inclusive. You realize that Yumbe and the Aringa people are the people who have suffered the most in the political conflicts of this country. Way back in 1970s up to lately when we signed a peace agreement with the government, we have lost our properties, we have lost our lives. I am happy with the government that this time the government has compensated the ex-combatants who served in all these fights. But now what is remaining is for those who have suffered indirectly because of these wars to be compensated. It has happened in other regions, like the Acholi region. Government has compensated so many. Government has given people cows, has given them money in order to rehabilitate them from the effects of the war. But here, this has not taken shape. It is my feeling that as I go to Parliament, I use the position, I use the authority to raise such pertinent issues so that our people also benefit, so that we are at par with other parts of this country. One other issue I also want to emphasize is that due to Yumbe's geographical size and its population and the historical background of this district, we at this time need to benefit from certain issues that can propel our development. One key issue is the issue of creation of more administrative units in the district. Yumbe has a very large geographical area. Our population is close to 1 million, the indigenous people. So when you add the refugee population here, we are over 1 billion. Due to this, really, we are finding challenges. We have a feeling that decentralization should be extended more with creation of more districts. But what we urgently need as a district now is to have a municipality. A municipality, when granted for Yumbe, will really bring the clear picture that Yumbe is now developing, because it comes with a lot of advantages, including increased funding to promote the urbanization policy, which the country is currently zeroing on. So it is my feeling that as I go to Parliament, I go and raise such issues so that we are a better district, we are a developing district, so that we cope up with the developments of this country and we achieve the government national vision of 2040. I still want to come back to the other fact that we have a better historical background. The government knows how we have contributed to bring peace in this region, and even for bringing the current government in power. What we think, I personally feel, and the people of Yumbe feel, is that at the time of giving ministerial positions, actually a position for a minister need to be reserved for the people of Yumbe district at all times in all governments, so that we are recognized, we are in a better position to present our issues even at executive level. So these are some pertinent issues. I do not want to underscore the fact that Yumbe as a district has issues to do with its borders. The national border issue with South Sudan has remained a very big source of conflict, and we are losing our lives. I am happy that the government is already working on that, but there is need for good leadership to follow these issues up, so that all the resolutions that have been arrived at between the government of Uganda and the government of South Sudan are implemented. Our people enjoy the real peace which they sincerely wanted. We also have some small border conflicts with our neighboring districts, which I feel are not really big issues. As a family of West Nile, we can sit together and resolve such issues in a better way. I have a belief that we cannot use force in order to achieve such things. But all these good ideas, all these good feelings of the people of Yumbe and my feelings can best be achieved if I am given the mandate as a member of parliament, so that in the legislative house we are able to stand firm and present these issues. And I trust myself, and the people of Yumbe also trust me, that I can ably represent them when it comes to such pertinent issues. Leave alone those general issues now. What I am much concerned of is the development of Yumbe district and the development of my constituency. The government right now is promoting the socio-economic transformation. It is a national policy that we need to have better government services given to the people. We need to have good health services provided. We need to have good roads. We need to have good education systems. The relevant infrastructure should be there. But how can this government agenda be actualized in Yumbe? It is my feeling that as I go to parliament, I should really go and lobby for more funding to come to the district. You realize that that is one of the key mandates, the key roles of a member of parliament. So that at the time of approving budgets, we are able to raise the concerns of the people of Yumbe so that the government can increase its funding. But as we go to the parliament, I feel that when we present the issue of the high population in Yumbe as a factor to request for more government funding, when we present the issue of the large geographical area of the district as a factor to increase the funding to the district, but also we have a better lobbying power with the government in relation to the peace agreement we signed between the Uganda National Rescue Front 2 and the government of Uganda. When you clearly go through the peace agreement, you realize that the government had a commitment to offer an affirmative action for the people of Yumbe in terms of its funding, so that we are able to cope up with the development of this nation. So all these are better avenues for us to lobby for more government funding. So I have the confidence that as I go to parliament, I will be able to lobby for more funding to come to the district. And not only through the government, I will use the opportunity to lobby for more funds from NGOs, because the government works in partnership with its people and the non-government organizations. Given the mandate, I will be working on many more projects, use the opportunity to go outside the country and fight for what we can really reap out there to benefit our people in different categories. But I always have a feeling that if the government, what I want us to understand is that the relationship between the government and its people is really a partnership, relationship. The government's role is to provide the basic infrastructure, to create an enabling environment for people to prosper. But for now, what will be my role? In addition to all the fundings that we're going to lobby from outside, it is also my feeling that out of what I am going to get, I should be able to contribute, even in terms of providing, supporting social services that can best benefit our people. So that is what I really want to fight when given the mandate to become the member of parliament for Aringa constituency. That is the social aspect in terms of government services. But you realize that what the government is promoting right now is fighting poverty through job creation, through wealth creation programs, and at the end we are able to create more jobs for our people. Poverty is one of the biting challenges of our community. I wanted to say the whole of West Nile, but I want to zero to our people of Aringa constituency that we are really still far much behind in poverty. So we need to have all the avenues given to our people.
Yeah, I think, Honorable, before you proceed ahead, yeah, you talked about poverty, and indeed this is escalating matters in West Nile region.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about President himself being supporting the people of Uganda, more especially in the West Nile region here, on the matters of removing out the poverties in the communities, issues of PDM, issues of Emioga, issues of youth livelihood, which we witnessed, and these things are there in the district, and we are still getting more complaints from the communities that they are not part of this benefits. Wow, what do you think it is going on for them not to have this?
Okay, now the president was clear even when he came to the district. He said the government's efforts in fighting poverty are there. They have put in so many programs, including the ones you have just mentioned, PDM inclusive. But what right now is remaining for us as local communities is to support government in shaping its programs. You realize that one of the causes of the poverty that we are right now in is the fact that as local communities, as a region, we do not have clear economic policies. In other regions, there are ways that people support their economy, the ways that people support their household income. Through PDM, PDM has given the chance for all the local communities to select the best enterprises that can change the economic status of the people. The government has given the liberty for every community. But what is lacking in our region, in our district right now, is the fact that there is no economic niche. Just like the people of Baganda, who are promoting their economy through growing of coffee, they are in cocoa, they are in commercial production. If we are to ask ourselves, besides the good government programs, what have we identified for our region? These are some of the issues that really, as leaders, when we get into power, that we should go and fight to put in place right economic policies. We cannot now wait for this to come from the president. We cannot wait for this to come from there. It is our local policy. So when we get into these systems, it is my feeling that we should be contributing the ideas. And I want to say that when I get the opportunity to be a member of parliament, I will make sure that we promote valuable crops to be grown in Yumbe. When other regions are boasting of coffee, when other regions are boasting of cocoa and other valuable crops, what is our challenge that for us to impress? All the research being carried out here indicates that in Yumbe, coffee can grow very well, cocoa can grow very well, and some of this, it is just about changing the attitude of our people, organizing them so that they are able to participate objectively in changing their lives. But now, how are we going to do this? One aspect I want to promote in my constituency is the aspect of registering multi-purpose cooperatives at sub-county level. Every sub-county must have a multi-purpose cooperative, and that we register groups, we organize the local communities to participate in the activities of the multi-purpose cooperative as outgrowers. so that every season we're able to redirect the efforts of the people to say that this year all our efforts shall be on coffee, all our efforts shall be in cocoa, or so that we are able to use the cooperative that we have registered to lobby for inputs from government. But here I also have a brilliant idea that what our people lack is truly inputs. We lack sometimes the seeds, but our challenge is that we tend to wait for everything to come from government. So that when government does not act, we are lacking behind. Why can't I use the resources that I have, that I'm going to lobby from other regions, to even set credible nursery beds that I can produce the seedlings that I will provide to the people? It is not difficult to produce seedlings of coffee. It is not difficult to produce seedlings of cocoa. I want to say that even right now, that is one of the activities I do, and I have supported many. I have a nursery bed called the Rakia Tree Nursery. Its effect has been felt by the people. So when given that power, I will make sure that I really organize our people in this way.
Yes, Honorable. Now, why do you think your people are missing PDM? More special, let us first focus on PDM because most women and men are complaining of not having that money, and yet they are being registered. What do you think it is causing all this? And others are complaining. You find one family have to get 2 or 3 benefiting into the PDM.
Well, I really do not have the real statistics to show that our people are not benefiting from the program. But what I know is that government has done its part in putting this money in the sub-county circles. Now, what could be lacking is the aspect of the monitoring of this program by the stakeholders, because the politicians have their role to play in the implementation of all its government programs, and also the government, the local government, also has to do the same. The PDM has its, in the implementation manual of PDM, there are some guidelines that are supposed to be followed, including percentages that are supposed to be given to some specific categories of people: the youth, the elderly, the women. To me, the most challenging issue with the PDM is giving this money to the relevant people in relation to the percentages that are supposed to go to these people. The most complaint we are getting is from the youth. The youth are saying that they are not benefiting from the PDM. Why are we not complying with government policies? Why are we not complying with the guidelines? But you know, all these issues can all be put right when the politicians, those in authority, members of parliament, the local government leadership, understand the government policies and they are able to do the follow-ups. One commitment I want to make to my people of Aringa constituency is that whatever resources that the government is going to allocate for them, I will really follow the accountabilities of those funds to the last point. I have the experience in this area. I understand how government operates, how the central government operates, how the local government operates. I've been an auditor, monitoring so many government programs. So I promise that we are going to ensure that all government resources are properly allocated and they are best utilized to benefit our people. My fight for corruption has not only come when I developed the interest of becoming a politician. I've been fighting corruption before, but my power, the authority I have, was not really enough to make sure that I explore all the potentials I have.
Yeah,
Now that I'm going to be a member of parliament, I assure the people of Yumbe that the fight for corruption shall really be at its peak, and we are going to ensure that government resources are best used to benefit our local communities.
Yes, now maybe final because the minutes have elapsed.
Okay.
Your message to your people in Aringa constituency. That one now takes you 1 minute.
Okay. My message to the people of Aringa constituency is that I ask them to give me the mandate to become a member of
And your
parliament.
symbol of the elections.
My symbol is the symbol of UPM. We have a UPM logo that has the double hands put like this in a circle. UPM is a party, so it has this logo. I have used the party logo because I am a flag bearer. But I want the people of Aringa constituency to trust me that when giving my services as a member of parliament to them, I am not going to discriminate any. I'll be working with all communities. I'll be working with the youth. I'll be working with the women, the elderly, but also the people in the middle age. It is my feeling that we should be able to develop holistically, that no one is left behind. I have good programs for them, for the youth. I am a youth and I know how we shall change their lives. I really appreciate the support being given to me by the women of Aringa constituency, right from the primaries up to now. I want to offer my best to the women of Yumbe, to the elderly. Our people, the elderly are suffering. The PWDs have serious challenges. It is my appeal that I will use the opportunity as a member of parliament to lobby for them and also make sure that the government policies that come to them can best be utilized by them, but also from my own resources. I will be very, very supportive to them. And I'm sure that the people of Yumbe, the people of Aringa constituency, really they have really put their trust in me. And hopefully, inshallah, I will be in parliament come 2026.
Once again, the symbols of your party.
My party has a symbol that is in Shako. There's a Shako with the double hands like this. And my names remain Tairi Asirafu, being nicknamed after my government title, the auditor. So I'll be auditing the government in its programs. I also pray to be an auditor in parliament by checking whatever the parliament is doing so that the government runs very well. I thank you.
Yes, right now it has been a very wide interview with the Honorable Asrafu Tairi, who is in Yumbe and he contested for Aringa constituency 2025 member of parliament before he lost to NRM primary elections. He became number 2 by Honorable Ezama, who managed the win. This time, Honorable Asraf Tairi is standing in the ticket of UPM as being shown the symbol of the parties.
Yes.
So that is how it is, and people of Aringa constituency know where to go and know where to vote and know where to get a good leader for your constituency. I'm Onjima Alan for West Nile TV, carrying out the political slots in Yumbe district, right now here with Honorable Tairi Asrafu at his home in Yumbe district.
Thank you.
We meet again.
All right.